My name is Evelyn Brooks. I am 61 years old. I live alone in a small, quiet house in Eastbourne. My husband passed away 9 years ago. Since then, silence has lived with me. It wakes up with me. It eats with me. It sleeps beside me every night. I have only one child. My son's name is Michael. He moved to Australia many years ago. He built a life there. A wife. 2 children. A job that keeps him busy. When he calls, he sounds happy. When he texts, he says he misses me. But he does not visit. Every morning, I wake up before the sun. I make my bed carefully, as if someone is watching. I clean the house slowly, one room at a time. I cook simple food for myself. I eat alone at the table where my husband once sat. In the evenings, I sit by the window and watch other people go home to their families. Michael does not call often. Sometimes he sends money. Sometimes he says, "Mother, I will come soon." I always say, "I will wait." And I do wait. Because a mother never stops waiting for her child. I keep Michael's childhood photos in a small wooden box. I look at them every day. His smile reminds me that once, I was not alone. One afternoon, someone knocked on my door. The sound startled me. No one ever knocks anymore. When I opened the door, my heart stopped. It was Michael. For a moment, I thought I was dreaming. He stood there smiling, looking older, taller, different. But it was him. My son. My hands began to shake. "Michael, you really came?" I asked. He hugged me tightly. I cried into his shoulder. I had waited so long for that moment. I made tea. We sat together in the living room. I asked about his wife, Emma, and the children. He spoke kindly, but his eyes moved around the house. He looked at the walls, the ceiling, the floor. Then he said, "Mother, you should not live here alone anymore. You are getting older. I worry about you." I listened quietly. "I want to take you with me to Australia," he said. "You will live with us. You will see the children every day. You will not be alone." My heart felt heavy. "This is my home," I said softly. "Your father lived here. I cannot leave this place." Michael insisted. He said the house was old. He said I would be safer with him. That night, I did not sleep. I looked at the walls and wondered if love meant leaving everything behind. The next morning, Michael said something that changed everything. "Mother, we should sell this house," he said gently. "You don't need it anymore. You will start a new life with us." I looked at him. He smiled. I wanted to believe him. I wanted to believe my son loved me enough to protect me. So I agreed. The house was sold quickly. Michael handled the paperwork. I signed where he pointed. I trusted him. Why wouldn't I? He was my son. I packed one small bag. I left behind my furniture, my memories, my life. We went to the airport together. My heart felt strange. I was scared but also hopeful. I thought my loneliness was finally ending. At the airport, Michael said, "Mother, please sit here. I will bring a wheelchair. The walk is long." I sat down and watched people hurry past me. 10 minutes passed. Then 20. Then 30. Michael did not return. I told myself not to worry. He was probably delayed. But my chest felt tight. I kept looking toward the entrance, waiting to see his face. 45 minutes passed. 1 hour passed. My hands began to shake. Fear crept into my heart. Something felt wrong. A security officer noticed me sitting alone. He asked if I was waiting for someone. I told him about my son. I showed him Michael's photo. I showed him my ticket. The officer walked away. I waited again. My heart beat faster with every second. When he returned, his face was serious. He sat beside me. "Ma'am," he said softly, "your son boarded the flight alone. The plane has already left." The words did not make sense. No. Iwis parat. My son would never leave me. Tears ran down my face. My body felt cold. The officer said his name was James Wilson. He spoke kindly. He said I reminded him of his mother. He helped me stand. He told me I could not stay at the airport alone. He asked me to come to his home. His wife would take care of me. That night, I stayed with James and his wife Claire. They cooked for me. They gave me a warm bed. I cried quietly, holding my son's photo. I still believed Michael would come back. A mother's heart refuses to accept the truth. Days passed. James took care of everything. He helped me visit the doctor. He bought my medicine. Claire spoke to me gently like a daughter. One day, I noticed James looked troubled. He avoided my eyes. I did not know the truth yet. The truth was this. The flight Michael boarded never reached its destination. There were no survivors. James knew. But he did not tell me. He knew that even after what my son had done, I still loved him. I still prayed for him. I still waited. I prayed every night. I prayed for Michael's safety. I prayed for his children. I prayed that no mother would ever feel the pain I felt at that airport. James and Claire became my family. They gave me respect. They gave me warmth. Slowly, their house felt like home. One evening, James asked, "Do you ever miss your old house?" I looked at him and said, "I lost that house, but I found a home." Michael was gone. My heart would always miss him. But life gave me something unexpected. A son who cared. A home filled with kindness. A second chance at peace. Sometimes love does not come from blood. Sometimes it comes from strangers who choose you. I still pray for Michael. I always will. A mother's love never ends. But I am no longer alone. If you were in my place, would you forgive? Or would you let go?